Hi, I'm Kelsey from Coaching with Kelsey, and today I want to talk to you about body checking. Body checking is something that happens a lot when we are experiencing times of high anxiety or stress, other kinds of challenging negative emotions in our lives, and we suddenly become hyper aware of our bodies, even if our stress and anxiety doesn't necessarily originate with the topic of our body. It sometimes ends up bleeding over into other areas of our lives. And if body image is something that you have struggled with in your life, then often that kind of negative experience will then bleed into your relationship with your body. Even if you've been working on that relationship for a long time now and it's going really well, this can still happen. If this hyper awareness of our body that leads us toward this action of body checking catches us unaware, we will often be inclined to blame how we're feeling on our body. Because as I'm recording this, we are experiencing a global pandemic, I'm going to use this as an example that's pretty universal. When we are experiencing anxiety, and we are not trying to consciously process it and sit with it, our natural instinct is to push it away. And one of the ways that we try to push anxiety away is to try and solve something, which isn't necessarily bad if the circumstance is easily solvable and then you know your anxiety will go away because your thoughts will be different, then that's totally fine. You can't really do that with a global pandemic. There isn't something that we can just change like that that's going to make everything easy and better, right? So we are stuck with this anxiety that cannot be solved. And that is a part of the process here that is really important, that it doesn't feel solvable. Because what we do then with our brains is we look for a problem that we can solve so that we can somehow soothe ourselves, soothe our anxiety in a different area of our lives. This is the point at which, if you have ever suffered with body image insecurity or other related issues, that your brain thinks, oh, I know what a problem is. Our body. And we know how to solve that because diet culture has been teaching us how to solve that our entire lives. So here we go, a new way to solve our anxiety. And for those of us who have worked on our relationship with our body for a long time and have started to see big positive changes, this can create other issues, right? Because suddenly we're having body insecurity, we're body checking way more often, and then we're judging ourselves, thinking, I thought I was past this. I thought I was cool with my body and that we were friends now. And suddenly I'm reverting back to these old habits, and then this judgment seeps in. But you have not done anything wrong, and I want you to know that. This is a normal experience that is compounded by an abnormal global experience. You can't be expected to have predicted this, but also to then have known exactly how to deal with this in a perfect way. It's just not possible. And the thing is that the sort of remedy for this experience is to step back into your awareness, to notice your thoughts, process your feelings. And that's not easy right now either. I mean, as if it's ever easy, but right now, some of us, myself included, are leaning into a bit of that numbing sometimes because it gives us a break from all of the enormous emotions that we're having all the time. And that's okay too. But can we try to strike some kind of balance where we stop the judgment and we accept that sometimes we are going to numb out a little bit, and maybe those body checking experiences do catch us off guard because of that. That's okay. You don't need to be perfect. And that when those things come up, can we take a moment, even if it's 10 minutes, to sit with our awareness, to sit with our body, and remind ourselves that our body is not creating anxiety in us. Our body is not creating insecurity in us. It is the thoughts that we have about our body that are coming also from our thoughts about our larger life experience during a global pandemic. And those can be some really scary thoughts. Have compassion for that. And I want you to know that I'm saying this to you as much as I'm saying it to myself. There's a reason that I wanted to make this video, right? I teach about this stuff. I help other people with it. And I too have had a lot of hyper body awareness and experiences of body checking that I haven't had for quite a while, at least not this consistently. It is a normal human experience to have, and if I could wish you anything, it would be not to judge yourself for it, because you have a lot going on.